Thanks, Craig. Well, some political heavy hitters are getting involved in the governor's race here in New York. Former Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney wrote a letter to potential Rob Astorino voters painting Governor Cuomo as corrupt. Romney went on to say quite a bit more, all the while touting Astorino's strength as a leader. Our political analyst Fred Dicker broke this story in the wee hours of the morning on New York Post website. He joins us now from Albany. So, Fred, tell us a little bit about this letter and what it means.
Well, Cody, this is the highest-ranking Republican nationally, really, to weigh in for Rob Astorino, who a lot of people don't think has much of a chance to beat Governor Cuomo. It'll help Astorino. It'll raise him some money. It also, given that he's taken this very hard shot at Andrew Cuomo, calling him corrupt, it'll affect the governor's national standing. I mean, this is the first time a national Republican has accused Cuomo of corruption. This has to do with the Moreland Commission investigation and a few other things. I'm sure the governor was stung by it. It also has an agenda behind it, which isn't immediately obvious, and has to do with Chris Christie, the head of the Republican Governors Association, who's not supporting Rob Astorino. He's refused to give him any help at all, even though he controls millions of dollars. And this is being seen as Mitt Romney, who may try to run for president once again, taking an indirect shot at Chris Christie, as well as trying to help Rob Astorino.
And it is interesting that Astorino's finally getting some support for some big Republican names.
Well, he had Jeb Bush a few weeks ago, but it's been a very difficult struggle for him, even though the most recent poll last week showed him getting a little closer to the governor. I think it's fair to say that Republican money and Republican focus really is in other states where there are much closer races going on.
Well, I know Cuomo is outspending Astorino, what, 20 to 1? So
20 to 1.
Will this letter, as short as it is, but as impactful as it is, make a dent in this 20-point gap?
Probably not much. I would think it might be worth, $100,000, $200,000, which is a lot of money. But in this state, that's peanuts when it comes to running statewide advertising on 7 different media markets. So it'll help. It gets some press. We're talking about it tonight, but it's not going to make a major difference.
And are there any people on the fence, you think, that are going to swing Astorino after seeing this, or it's just the diehard Republican supporters that are going to say, hey, my guy's actually getting some support?
It's really the latter. I don't think Mitt Romney is going to move a whole lot of voters. I mean, he did not carry New York. If he was a major popular figure in New York, it might make a difference. But not only is the governor outspending Astorino 20 to 1, but this is a 2 to 1 Democratic state. So for any Republican, even with a lot of money, it's a very difficult state to win a statewide election in.
And a nice shot across the bow at Governor Chris Christie as well.
It is that, yes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Fred. A reminder, you can hear Fred's radio program live from the state capitol every weekday morning from 10 to 11 on Talk 1300 AM.